The scene when you spit that drink in her face is one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. And I have to know how many takes it was, and why was it chunky? Why were there things? What was in it?
We love that moment. That moment in the movie. I mean, that was like, it was kind of us fighting for that moment because. I came in and pitched the idea, and people were kind of like, "That's very disgusting." And I was like, "No, that's funny," and we're doing that.
We're doing that.
And then we thought like, what? It's got to be the right consistency and whatever. And we did it.
I think they put chia seeds.
They put chia seeds, right? Because and it was going in my hair, and you know. Kim Gelder, who does my hair, was like, had to pick these chia seeds out. It was so frustrating. But we did it maybe
we didn't do it that
three or four times. Yeah, but we wanted to get it.
Yeah, we had to get the timing.
Yeah, you gotta aim it right too.
Oh
though.
yeah, no, it has to. It's the whole thing.
She makes me laugh so much in that moment. She just
Do you know what take they ended up using? Was it like one of the first ones? Like, do you know? Like,
I have a feeling, and I don't know because I'm not involved in the back end, but I think it was the second take.
I think it was the second take too.
That's so funny.
Yeah, we figured it out more by then. It was like, and I'm going, really go for it. She's like, I'm gonna really go for it.
Yeah. I mean, it really was because it needed more velocity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But that was a really
the first
fun
time when you're
to
spitting
do.
on someone, you know, the tendency to pull back just a little bit.
Better with each spit.
You just let it go the next time, though. You know, one thing I loved about Trainwreck and also this film was that there's such an emotional core to everything, even though there's this absurdity and this comedy going on. But you have a great scene in the movie where you're telling Amy's character about how, like, you know, 18 years you were mine, then you left, and this whole idea of you leaving the house. My mom raised me and my brother, and then I left at 18, went to college. I'm wondering, as a mom of 3 children, like, what is that like though when all the kids leave the house? Is that like is it a strange thing dealing with that?
It's terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just terrible. You know, you try. I mean, I know we literally just went up and cried, both Kurt and I, when Oliver went to college, and we still had kids at home, so we knew what was to come. You know, so when your empty nest is a real thing. It's not a little thing. It's a big thing.
What do you do to get over it though? Like do you call like as much as you call Amy's character in the film?
No. Well, what we do to we reinvest in our relationship. I mean, that's what you have to do.
That's cool.
I mean, otherwise you realize that so much of your relationship is split apart that you really want to like bring it back together again. So, you know, the good news is we had another one, and we know he was 10 years younger than Oliver. And so we were out there with him as well. But it's just re-engaging in life. That's it.
One of the messages about this film is the social media message, which I think is so fascinating because it is weird to think about yourself taking a selfie and like there's those moments of you at the bar like doing that. Yeah. It's funny because it is weird to think about that. I'm wondering like that idea of like, you know, in social media is such an important thing for this business.
Right.
And I'm wondering for you what that balance is and that idea of like not putting everything online and not living your life that way. Is that something that you think about? Like, do you balance it because of this movie or?
Yeah, well, social media is such a weird thing. It's like everyone's like, look, I'm doing great and I'm happy, and really none of us are okay.
Right.
You know, we're all hanging out on sides.
It's really true. You know, you put your best self forward, so you're really not living your authentic life.
Right.
And, you know, then you get to look at it and you think, well, that, you know, I'm putting that out there and that's how I want to be seen.
Right.
But how are you really looking at yourself? Social media is a whole show because there is an issue with that.
You have to curate.
And with children, it's really a tough thing for
I'm
kids.
so glad it wasn't around when I was growing up. But I think it is like a comment on that in this movie of like she just like wants to be showing that she's having this great life that she's not really having.
Yeah.
Well, they're wrapping me up, guys. It was an absolute pleasure to see you both. Thank you so much, Amy. Always good to see you.
Yeah, you too.